The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville.
From Spillane Field, the Wareham Gatemen looking to make it 5 straight victories. They play host to the Harwich Mariners on this Saturday evening. Pleasure to bring it to you on GBN. Alongside Gabe Genovese, I'm Jonah Cart. Before we get into this game against the Mariners, Gabe, let's talk about last night's victory. Perhaps the most exciting win of the season came last night, a 6-5 final.
100%. 6-5. Wareham comes back from down 5-0. They score 5 in the bottom of the 7th to tie that game at 5. And just to kind of recap that 7th inning again real quick, Wareham didn't have to do much in that inning. Pitching for the Whitecaps really spiraled in the 7th inning. 5 runs on just 2 hits for Wareham in that inning. It got started with the solo home run from Adrian Del Castillo, and then from there it was walk, fly out, walk, 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 RBI ground out, RBI single by Baker to tie the game. We headed to the 8th and the 9th, tied at 5, and then Wareham walked it off for the first time this season. Not your most exciting walk-off or conventional walk-off, but runners on first and second, nobody down. Braden Ward lays down a gorgeous bunt down the third base line. And then, well, as Ward put it, baseball happened. Errant throw got away from the first baseman, Tyler Hardman, and Stevens did his job to come home and score. Wareham's won 4 in a row for the first time all year.
It wasn't the prettiest of victories last night. Sloppy play on both sides, not just the Wareham side. 4 errors for Brewster last night, but the pitching performance out of the pen was pretty good for Wareham.
100%. Rupp started it, went 4 1/3, and people forget Landon Rupp went 4 innings hitless for Wareham yesterday. Had the 1 bad inning, allowed the 3 runs on 3 hits in the 5th inning. And then Brandon Fott comes in. He gives up a couple of runs in 2 2/3. Michael Webb does an excellent job in the 8th and the 9th, pitches a 1-2-3 8th. Despite an error to lead off the 9th inning, he gets a 6-4 3-double play. And then after Duke Ellis singles, he picks him off to get out of the 9th and sets up the bottom of the 9th for Wareham.
So a victory for last night for Wareham, coupled with a bunch of games that got suspended and eventually postponed, keeps Wareham in first place in the Western Division.
And not only keeps Wareham in first place because, again, it's kind of lucky for Wareham, but Katuitt didn't play. They got their game postponed in the 4th inning. So the 1-point lead becomes a 3-point lead. It's a game and a half up on Katuitt. Wareham extends their lead in the West.
And they look to make it 5 straight and keep their standing at first place in the Western Division with a victory today against Harwich. Gabe and I will be on the call today, and we'll also be back on the Gateman pregame show in just a little while to break down tonight's matchup. On the other side of the break, Addison Van Patten standing by with somebody special. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. You're watching GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
Parent. I love it. I really do. And we get to, we call them our summer sons or daughters. And we keep in touch with them off and on after they leave. So it's been a lot of fun.
How did you get into this? We were talking earlier, and you talked about how you've been doing this since '06.
Yes.
And of course, you started with a host parent, just one kid. Now, right now, you have
5.
including me, and you do it all. So, what's it like to just be a host parent for the people out there that either they're watching and their kids are here, or they're interested?
Well, you welcome them into the house, and they, in my instance, we make them part of the family. So, and it's just like having extra kids. I used to joke, I always wanted to adopt, and I get to do it for 2 months, and they come potty trained, and
Which seems perfect.
Yes, it does.
Going along with that, and like you said, just keeping in touch with people, do you have the hard time at the end of the summer letting those guys go back home or go back to school, and like that thing with adoption is you get attached, or
Yes.
like staying in touch, like you said?
It is hard to say goodbye, but since we've been doing this for 13 years now, it's gotten easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's still difficult, but
Yes.
it's gotten easier.
And as far as what goes into each and every player, you say you bring everyone in like they're your own family. How do you cater to each and every player so well that goes through your house, or you treat everyone like their own individual person instead of just another player in your home?
Yeah, because I love people,
Mm-hmm.
and so I enjoy getting to know the person. And so I just, and since we,
Mary, I have a question for you.
okay,
I know you don't like to pick favorites, but you're on record, so you might as well tell the world.
He's
who's
been
your
planning
favorite-
this.
Who's your favorite host child?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, and I said that you'd say that. But he thinks it's him.
We have had some long conversations, yes.
And as far as what just being a host parent means to you, and just being able to come back every summer and do this, you do other things. This isn't the only thing you do with your life. You
No.
don't get, this is your heart and soul that you pour into this, and honestly don't get I don't know what you get back from it. So what does it mean to you to just put your summer into this every year?
Well, first of all, each host family does receive a stipend. And I'll get into that part. What we do is we visit every home, and we see the accommodations for the player, and make sure everybody has to pass a query. So, and once that's finished and we accept them as a host family, then we just keep check with them. Sometimes I'll go up and down the bleachers just checking with everybody, making
Seeing
sure
who's there.
well, also making sure everything's okay. Like right now, we're halfway through the season, roughly. So is everything okay? Are there any problems? Do we need to discuss anything? So we have wonderful host families. We really do. And they all bring in the players as part of their family, and we have host families who have gone to the weddings of some of the ball players.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, there are special relationships that are formed.
Now, something that you do outside of the housing is you're the meals director, and you're on the committee for the meals as well. This lady makes a pan of mac and cheese for 50 people like no other. So tell me what it's like to be doing that on top of everything else that you already do.
Well, first, just one correction. Tim is the director of the meals committee, so I've been helping him. As far as feeding them, it gives them a home-cooked meal. Basically, it's not subs or pizza or chicken and bucket. It's a home-cooked meal, so we like to do that for them as well.
Now, I know there's players that you keep in touch with, especially one I know that's up at playing somewhere nearby, a previous player that's playing somewhere nearby that you were talking about going and seeing play, or maybe someone was in town or something.
Someone was in town.
That's important for you to go and see them.
Yes, it is. And last summer, we hosted ball players until 2007. 2008, we started, what did I just say? Broadcast?
2007, you started hosting the broadcast.
Broadcast.
2008.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And they've come back. We've seen them repeatedly when they're up this way. And one of them lives in Massachusetts, too, so
Perfect.
it's great. So, and the very first ball player we hosted is not playing anymore. He was a scout for the Los Angeles Angels. So we get to see him once a summer when he comes in to scout.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we're very thankful to have you, and I think everyone appreciates you very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to let you go and let them take over and start talking about this game that everyone's here to watch.
Go Gateman.
And go Gatemen. Thank you for talking with me.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
GBN oh, Jesus, loud. Okay. Welcome back to the GBN pregame show. I'm Ryan LeMay. Unfortunately, J.D. Blake is on a cruise right now, so he'll be gone for 8 days. So I'm taking over the Around the Cape segment. The rain kind of plagued the CCBL last night. Not a lot of games in action, but I do have one game to talk about. Chatham and YD tied last night in a battle of first and second place in the East Division. Daniel Fetterman for Chatham went 7 innings, only allowing 1 run on 3 hits, striking out 6 batters. He had a nice night in the mound. As for the relief pitcher for Chatham, he also had a very nice night. Dawson Merriman went 2 innings, only allowing 1 hit and no runs, so very good performance for him as well. It was really just a pitching matchup all around, the pitcher for YD was also great. Legend Smith, amazing name, first of all, but he went 6.1 innings, 0 earned runs, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. That's just an old-fashioned baseball game right there. Only 9 hits combined for both teams. Chatham finally snapped their 3-game losing streak, so this is a big game for them as well. And as for the other games in the Cape, Harwich was up 12-0 on Cotuit. That game was unfortunately postponed, so Cotuit caught a break, and that's much to chagrin of Wareham Gatemen fans, as they're only 3 points back in the standings right now. So it's a big game for the Wareham Gatemen. Bourne and Falmouth had their game postponed, and it comes at a bad time for Falmouth. They've been 7-3 in their last 10 games, so this kind of disrupts the rhythm they've been having lately. Other games too, Orleans and Hyannis postponed. Honestly, both those teams have been struggling so much. They'll be all right with that much-needed rest, so that's good for both of them. And we have some games tonight that are going on right now. We have Brewster versus Falmouth right now. Falmouth, one of the hottest teams on the Cape this summer. They are currently tied 1-1. A little bit of offense so far. It's still early in that game. I believe it's only the bottom of the third, so still a lot to go in that ball game. Also, we have Chatham playing Hyannis right now. They're up 3-1. And how about this storyline? Hugh Fisher. He has 2 appearances as a pitcher, and he just recently joined from Vanderbilt, and he has a 12 ERA, so not that great in the mound. But tonight, he got his first chance to play some offense, and in his first at bat, he hit a 2-run home run. And Chatham has a 3-1 lead over Hyannis, so that's a really cool story for him. And later tonight, after it starts 7 o'clock, we have Cotuit versus Bourne. Or no, that's actually Cotuit versus Bourne is live right now. Sorry, that game is 0-0 currently. The game we have tonight is YD versus Orleans, another Eastern Division matchup. On the mound for YD is Ian Seymour. He is 1-2 on the season. Seymour has a 3.25 ERA in 19 innings pitched with 32 strikeouts. So kind of a strikeout machine for him this season. But that should be an interesting matchup because Orleans, they've been really good pitching, but the offense hasn't been there, and they have Noah Skiro on the mound. Skiro's had a very good season. He's 1-0 with a 1.08 ERA and 16.2 innings pitched, and he struck out 24 batters. So, I mean, could be a very fast game tonight over in Orleans. And Skiro, he played YD his last time out as well, and he went 4.5 innings, only allowing 1 run on 3 hits. So, should be a very good pitching matchup tonight. But honestly, that's about all I have. Really, not a lot going on in the Cape right now. Most of the games last night were canceled, and most of the games tonight are just starting up. So, all right, that's all.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day, Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovese with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds third, he's coming home. Nits an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily. Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls in at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. first 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovese, and Addison Van Patten.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
Back here at Spillane Field, getting you ready for Harwich and Wareham on this Saturday night. You're watching it on GBN. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovese, Addison Van Patten with you. Gabe, let's break down today's matchup. Let's start by taking you through the Mariners starting 9. Dylan Noisy leading things off. Daniel Cabrera in the 2-hole. Nico Cavadas, the first baseman, batting 3rd. Christian Fedko, the second baseman, cleaning things up. Mike Ludwig out in right field. He's batting 5th. Chris Lanzilli batting 6th. Pat Winkle, the catcher, batting 7th. Corey Acton batting 8th. Hal Hughes rounding out the order over at shortstop. Gabe, who stands out?
I'm going to go with Nico Cavadas. Only hitting .265 this season. Definitely not atop the Harwich Mariners, but 4 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, 17 RBIs, leads the team. Cavadas in that 3-hole tonight for Harwich, and I think he's going to be the player to watch tonight for Harwich.
Cavadas, one of 9 all-star selections that the Harwich Mariners possess. That's the most in the Cape Cod League. The Gatemen have 8 all-star selections as they sit atop the Western Division standings. Let's take you through the Gatemen starting 9. Matt Rudick batting leadoff. Darren Baker in the 2-hole. Jacob Teeter in the 3-hole. Dallas Beaver cleaning things up. Matt McClain batting 5th. Mike Antico batting 6th. Benjamin Sims batting 7th. Drew Sims getting his first start in quite some time with Wareham. He's batting 8th. Tora Otsuka rounding out the order. When you look up and down the starting 9 for the Gatemen, who stands out, Gabe?
It's so tough to pick for Wareham these days. I mean, all these all-stars just named today as well. Wareham, the best hitting lineup in the Cape Cod Baseball League. I'm gonna go with Benjamin Sims tonight in the 7-hole. Sims, an all-star for Wareham. Struggled a little bit recently, but has made a couple great defensive plays in the last few games for Wareham. Still hitting just below 300. He's a fantastic hitter. Let's see if Sims can make some noise in the 7-hole.
Starting on the mound for the Wareham Gatemen, it's Cole Stetzer. He has a 5.06 ERA in 2 games pitched this season, 5 1/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, and he has yet to walk a single batter. He's given up 7 hits. And, I mean, across the board, those numbers are fairly impressive. Minus the fairly skewed earned run average. I mean, he's only given up 3 earned runs. He just hasn't pitched a whole lot of innings. So those numbers a little lopsided, I guess you could say. And Harwich, no stranger to Cole Stetzer. They faced him back on July 6th. He's already making his 3rd appearance of the season. His first 2 came on July 6th and July 8th, respectively. Back on the mound for the first time in 5 days. From left to right in the outfield, it's Mike Antico, Matt Rudick, Tora Otsuka, Benjamin Sems playing third base, Matt McClain the shortstop, Darren Baker playing second base, Jacob Teeter at first base, Drew Sims behind the plate, Colt Stetzer on the mound. It'll be Dylan Noisy, Daniel Cabrera, Nico Cavadas, the three due up in the first inning. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovese, Addison Van Patten, pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast on this Saturday evening. A little bit later today for the first pitch, here it comes from Cole Stetzer. It's a breaking ball that bends over the heart of the plate for strike one, and we're underway at 6:52. It was a scheduled start of 6:45. But a number of pregame ceremonies led to a bit of a delay. The 0-1 catches the outer corner, and Stetzer quickly gets ahead on Dylan Noisy, 0-2. We mentioned the 8 strikeouts for Cole Stetzer so far this summer, the native of Scranton, Pennsylvania. The 6-foot righty works out of the windup, deals from the first base side. It's flared down the right field line, carrying Otsuka toward the corner, makes the catch over his left shoulder. To retire, Dylan Noisy, one away. 9 All-Star selections for this Harwich Mariners team. Daniel Cabrera, one of them. He was selected as a right fielder, but he's playing left field tonight for the Mariners. Steps in, nobody on base, nobody out. No score, top of the first inning. The pitch from Stetzer. Taken downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes to Cabrera. They have 3 starters on the All-Star team. Nico Cavadas, the first baseman, he's batting third tonight. Cut on and missed, 1-1. Christian Fedko, the second baseman, batting cleanup. And Daniel Cabrera, the man in the box right now. And then between pitchers and reserves, they have 5 other guys that were taken. Pitch misses inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. So despite the Harwich Mariners sitting at the basement of the Eastern Division right now, a tough and close Eastern Division as it has been all season, they have the most All-Star picks in the league. Tapped right on top of home plate, a foul ball, 2-2.
And I actually don't have a problem with it. The wins and losses of a team shouldn't reflect the individual play of a certain player. They've got the best pitching staff in the league. Results just haven't gone their way.
Stetzer works out of the windup with nobody on base, no score, top of the first, and misses just a little bit outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mark Delaney calling the balls and the strikes. Bob Del Ponte, the first base umpire. Rick Emerson, the third base umpire. A beautiful 78 degrees on this Saturday night at Spillane Field. The 3-2. Upstairs, ball 4. First base runner of the game. It's a walk issue to Daniel Cabrera. He's in standing on first with 1 away in the top of the first inning for Nico Cavadas. Cavadas has really struggled as of late. Over his last 5 games, batting just a $167. 3 hits over his last 18 at-bats. Steps in from the left side, first pitch to him. Right down the pipe, 0-1. But he hasn't moved down the batting order. Still in the 3-hole. And his numbers across the board, good enough to earn him an All-Star selection. Runner on first, one away. The pitch. Check swing, taken high, did he go? Check down to third. No, he did not, says the third base umpire, Rick Emerson. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is the 3rd home game in a row for the Wareham Gatemen. Snap throw back down to first. Cabrera scampers back to the bag. Pitch was taken high, 2 balls and 1 strike to the number 3 man, Nico Cavadas. Cavadas spending last summer in the Northwoods League of the Kalamazoo Growlers. Native of Granger, Indiana. Pitch. Rolled on the ground, back to the first baseman. Teeter picks it up on a hop, fires down to second for 1. Turn back to first. In time, double play. Side retired. Jacob Teeter turns a double play, making an all-star play in the field. And that ends the top of the first inning. That double play brought to you by TM Ryder Insurance Agency. Package your home and auto insurance for the perfect double play. Cavadas retired on the base paths. It turns into a 1-2-3 inning to begin the game for Cole Stetzer. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on. After half an inning, we're knotted at 0. Gateman come to bat when we return on the Gateman Baseball Network.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile.
Matt Rudick leads things off in the bottom of the first inning, takes the pitch over the inner half for strike 1. It'll be Rudick, Baker, and Teeter. The 3 due up. No score, bottom of the first. The pitch. Chopped right side of the infield, slowly rolled down to Fedko, picks it up at second base, and fires to first to retire Rudick. 1 man out. Left to right in the outfield, it's Cabrera, Noisy, and Ludwig. Acting over at third, Hughes the shortstop, Fedko the second baseman, Cavadas the first baseman, Pat Winkle behind the plate, and Polish the man on the mound. Jacob Polish, no stranger to these Wareham Gatemen. He's faced them twice already this season. Pitch taken inside. 1 ball and no strikes. This is the 4th installment of Harwich and Wareham, the 4th of 4. Pitch over the outer half, 1-1. Of course, barring these 2 teams meeting in the championship series. But only 4 regular season games between these interdivisional opponents. Pitch outside, 2-1. Polish faced Wareham in the 3-1 victory back on June 20th. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch catches the outside corner. He has an ERA of 1.05 in 3 games this season. Hasn't pitched since July 6th. On the inside corner, strike 3 called. Darren Baker didn't like it, but goes back to the dugout. And there's 2 quick outs for Jacob Polish. Polish an all-star selection. And you look at the numbers across the board, and they're fairly phenomenal. Mentioned the ERA, 1.05 in 3 games. 17 innings pitched, 23 strikeouts. Starts the inner half, 0-1 to Teeter. And perhaps even more impressive than that, only 2 walks in 17 innings. Pitch misses outside, 1-1. But he can kind of fly under the radar a little bit because Harwich has a number of very, very talented pitchers. Fouled off, 1-2 to Teeter. It's not so far-fetched to say they have the best pitching staff in the Cape Cod League. Tonight, it's a battle of the best offense versus the best pitching. Nobody on base, 2 away. The pitch. Just misses the outside corner. That was close. I think Polish thought that was strike 3. Count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dallas Beaver on deck. And Polish misses again. 3-2. Darren Baker, Jacob Teeter, Dallas Beaver, Matt McClain. That's 2 through 5 rather, in the Gateman order tonight. All All-Stars. Pitch outside, ball 4. Jacob Teeter fell behind. and then ends up working a walk with 2 away in the bottom of the first inning against Jacob Polish. In the battle of the Jacobs, Teeter wins. Runner on first, 2 away. Dallas Beaver, the new batter. The starting catcher in the All-Star game for the Western Division. The pitch. Skips under the glove of Winkle, who's taken low and outside, and Jacob Teeter trots down to second base. Moves into scoring position with 2 away in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 to Beaver. Dallas Beaver not the catcher tonight. He's the designated hitter, batting cleanup. Adrian Del Castillo, a notable omission in the Gateman order. No score, bottom of the first inning, 1-0. Or 1 ball, no strikes. That didn't make much sense now, did it? Pitch upstairs, 2-0. The last time Jacob Polish faced Wareham, it was a 2-0 victory in Game 1 of a doubleheader. It was a doubleheader sweep for the Mariners. The 2-0. On the outside corner, 2-1. And boy, was he feeling it that night. 7 innings pitched, so he won a complete game because it was Game 1 of a doubleheader and you only go 7 innings. Gave up 6 hits, struck out 10, didn't walk a single batter. Complete game shutout against possibly the best offense in the Cape League. The 2-1. Cut on and missed, 2-2. Good breaking ball from Jacob Polish. Count even. Shadows peering in from the left side. Still a very warm night. Hovering in the upper 70s, 78, 79. Polish comes set at the belt, the 2-2. Misses low and away, and for the second straight batter, Polish falls behind to a full count. Matt McLean on deck. The Gatemen have 5 All-Stars in their lineup tonight, 2 through 5, and then Benjamin Semps, who's batting 7th. The 3-2. Lifted in the air, down the left field line toward the corner. Cabrera chasing over into foul ground. He'll let that plunk in front of him in foul territory. And so Teeter goes back to second, and Beaver goes back to the batter's box with a 3-2 count. Dallas Beaver batting an even .500 over his last 4 games. Batting .429. He only has around 60 at-bats this season, but if he qualified, meaning if he had an average of 2.7 at-bats per game, then he would be second in the Cape League in batting average. That's not going to help it. Pitch right down the middle, strike 3 called. Second strikeout for Jacob Polish of the inning, and he gets out of it unscathed. Leaving a runner at second base, works around a 2-out walk issued to Jacob Teeter. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. After 1, we're knotted at 0. We'll be right back on the Gateman Baseball Network.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Back here on GBN, top of the second inning, still no score between Harwich and Wareham. Yesterday, Wareham got an exciting victory. They took down Brewster 6-5, and they erased a 5-0 deficit. Part of the victory was exceptional pitching, especially out of the bullpen. Landon Roop, no exception. Addison Van Patten catches up with him. Addison?
You're listening to the Gateman
Thanks, guys.
Baseball
Addison Van Patten
Network,
here with
home of the defending champion,
starting pitcher
Wareham
of last night,
Gatemen.
scoreless through 4 innings.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts.
I had command of 3 pitches in the zone. I mean, I kept the ball low, and defense was making plays behind me, so that's always good.
Pretty big difference between your breaking and your fastball. What do you You do to make that so well.
It's an 80%
just
chance
keep
of
guys
rain
off
here in Wareham
balance.
for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been
Angel
forced to move
speeds really
inside
help
to take BP in
and
the cages.
Ground ball back
use
up
fast
the middle, pass
ball
to
in and
Global
out,
Fetterman
and
into
shut him
center
down with a
field.
curveball.
Andrew Thomas comes home to score.
Wins in a row for the Gatemen. What has been working for the bullpen in a hole?
Pulls in at first base with a two-run
I think we're
single.
playing as a team. You know,
Hard ground ball up the
guys
middle,
coming to the
base
bullpen,
hit
they
into
had to
center
get the job
field. Rudick
done,
rounds third, he's coming home.
shut guys
It's an
out, and
RBI single for Cam
don't give up
Guangarena.
any
Wareham leads
runs.
1-0.
So.
Cut on and miss
Speaking of
strike
those 4
three.
wins, what
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5.
today to make each win better?
That ball is gone.
Just keep playing baseball. You know,
breaks the game
come out
over
here and
with a
compete.
three-run jack.
Don't give up, and
11-5
just like
Gatemen.
Gary says all
Slapped up the
the
middle,
time,
base hit into
doesn't
center
matter if you're
field.
winning 7-0.
Tico rounding third. The throw to the
Still keep
plate is
competing.
not in time.
Now Harwich
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and
best
into right
ERA in
field.
the whole league. Their
Brandon
pitching
Moore
staff is
comes home
excellent
to
with a
score.
2.89.
Darren Baker pulls it at first
What is Stetzer
with
going
an
to do to
RBI
compete with
single,
that
and it's 7-5 Wareham.
He's gonna have to be on. He's gonna have to throw strikes, get guys
That'll
out,
do it.
and
First 9
hitters gonna have
shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Katuitt.
Sitting with me and sending it back to
Now,
you guys.
here are the
2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Christian Fedko. It was a 1-2-3 inning to start for Cole Stetzer, thanks to Addison talking to Landon Roop. No score, top of the second inning. The 2-2. Chopped, foul down the third base line. Mike Ludwig on deck, Chris Lanzilli behind him. Fourth meeting between Harwich and Wareham. Harwich leading the season series 3-0. Came into this game at 12-15 on the season, riding a 2-game losing skid, the 2-2. Popped up, left side, and that's in foul ground. Looking over is Benjamin Sems, the third baseman, but he'll let that land foul. So we'll do it again, 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Right now the Mariners sitting just 1 point back from Brewster for last place in the Eastern Division. Last night, they were up 12-0 on Katuitt, the team that Wareham has been flip-flopping back and forth with for first place in the Western Division. Up 12-0 in the 4th inning, and then the game got called, the 2-2. Tapped foul behind home plate. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And so it wasn't a complete game because it got called in the 4th inning, which means everything got wiped.
All runs, all hits, all statistics gone. Never happened.
Which is not only a tough blow for the Harwich Mariners, the pitch. Chopped down to third, picked up by Benjamin Sems. Waits fires to first. High throw, but taken out of the air by Jacob Teeter for the first out. A tough battle. Christian Fedko fought, but lost to Cole Stetzer. Mike Ludwig, the new man up. Nobody on base, 1 away. So not only was that a tough blow to the Harwich Mariners, but a loss to Katuitt, loss for Katuitt, is much welcome for this Wareham Gatemen squad. Starting to build a little bit of a sizable lead. The pitch, waved at and missed, 0-1. Wareham coming into this game at 16-11-1 on the season. 3 points up on Katuitt for the top spot. Riding a 4-game win streak, the 0-1, cut on and missed. Good pitch from Stetzer. Pitch was out of the zone, low and away, getting Ludwig to bite. Came in on a 4-game win streak, their longest of the season. Had a couple of 3-game win streaks, the 0-2. Line drive out to straightaway center field, but that's hanging up in the air, so Rudick will drift over to his right and pick it up. 2 away. Nobody on base, 2 men out. Top of the second inning, no score. Chris Lanzilli, the new batter. I have to say, I really like the Harwich away uniforms.
Big fan.
Yeah. Bit old-fashioned, red, white, and blue. First pitch, chopped back to Stetzer on the mound. Doesn't have to move a muscle. Flips it over to first, and Teeter retires the side. Another 1-2-3 inning for Cole Stetzer, 6 up and 6 down to begin his outing. No score as we head to the bottom of the second. Stick around on the Gateman Baseball Network.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
Bottom of the second inning, Matt McClain will lead things off. Mike Antico behind him and Benjamin Sems in the hole. Bottom of the second, no score. Jacob Polish back on the bump. He worked around a 2-out walk issued to Jacob Teeter in the first inning. Struck out both Dallas Beaver and Darren Baker. 2 All-Stars in the Gateman order. But the Mariners have an All-Star themselves, starting against Wareham. Another All-Star in the box, another All-Star matchup. McClain versus Polish. Polish catches the outer corner, 0-1. Polish deals, it's lined in the air, and it plunks into right field for a base hit. Picked up on a couple hops by Ludwig, tosses it back into second. A quick toss to keep Matt McClain at first base. First hit of the ball game for the Wareham Gatemen. It goes to Matt McClain to lead off the second. Runner on first, nobody out. Mike Antico, the new batter. McClain just slapping that the other way. That'll bring up Antico, who has started to get a little bit hot as of late. 4 hits in his last 10 at-bats. Takes a pitch upstairs, 1-0.
2 of those on bunt singles yesterday.
Hasn't really shown off his power this season like he did at school. But he can fly when he's on the base paths. So taking advantage of his speed. Pops this one up. Shallow right field, closing in Ludwig. Going back to second baseman Fedko. Ludwig calls him off for the first out. McClain goes back to first, 1 away. Benjamin Sems, the new batter, the number 7 batter, and another All-Star for the Wareham Gatemen. 1 of 8. That's tops in the Western Division. And second only to Harwich.
I mean, it's ridiculous. You look up and down 1 through 9 in this Gateman order tonight.
Throw back to first. McClain gets back to the bag, but the throw sails over the head of Cavadas. McClain rounds second. Cavadas can't pick it up. It lands all the way down the first base line, and McClain makes it safely to third base. Oh, boy. Heads-up base running by Matt McClain. But a bad miscue from Polish to Cavadas. 2 All-Stars. Gateman trying to break the ice. Now a runner at third with 1 away.
You look through this order. Baker in the 2-hole All-Star. Teeter, All-Star. Beaver, All-Star. McClain, All-Star. And now here's Sems, All-Star. Normally you'd have Braden Ward in there too.
Pitch taken outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So that's 6 All-Stars, not including 2 pitchers. Ian Bedell, who's starting the All-Star game, on the mound, and Trent Palmer. The 1-0 on the outside corner, 1-1.
Now Teeter and Beaver named starters for the All-Star team. Baker, Sems, McClain, all reserves. And Braden Ward, who's not playing tonight, also a starter.
The 1-1 to Semmes. Waved at and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And you can, of course, make the argument about other players that maybe should have gotten the nod. Adrian Del Castillo, Levi Prater. Del Castillo especially has been one of the best hitting catchers in the league, the 1-2. Line drive, softly hit, falling quickly, right center field, charging in the center fielder, Noisy. It drops in front of him. Matt McLean comes home to score. Benjamin Semmes pulls in at first. And the Gatemen break the ice on top 1-0.
Good piece of hitting by Semmes, his 10th RBI of the year, and exactly what the doctor ordered there after the mistake by Polish on the throwing error. McLean's heads up base running to move up to third, go from corner to corner, and Semmes does his job.
Runner at first base, still 1 away, bottom of the second inning, rather. Drew Sims, the new batter, the number 8 batter. Getting his first start in a little while. He was on the opening day roster. Actually hit a home run the first week of the season. Slaps one foul, 0-1.
And the only game he played in before he left.
Bats from the right side. A much-needed right-handed bat for the Wareham Gatemen. They don't have many of them. Chad Stevens is one. Matt McLean is one. Pitch low and away, 1-1. And now they have Drew Sims, who's going to be in a rotation with Del Castillo and Dallas Beaver. Polish deals from the belt. Checks the runner at first base. Delivers. Runner takes off. Pitch down the middle, and Matt McLean is caught in a rundown. Tries to go back to first base. Now slips. That's Benjamin Semmes. And the tag is applied to retire Semmes, and that's the second out. So Semmes caught in a rundown, caught stealing, trying to advance to second base. Now nobody on base, 2 away in the bottom of the second inning. 1 run home. 2 balls, 1 strike the count to Semmes. The pitch from Polish. Pulled on the ground under the glove of the third baseman Acton, and it rolls down the left field line. Wide turn at first base from Semmes, and he stops there. 2-out single for Drew Sims. Third hit of the inning for the Wareham Gatemen. That'll bring up Tora Otsuka. 2 away in the bottom of the second. 1 run home for the Gatemen. Drew Sims stands at first base. First pitch to Otsuka. Pulled on the ground, right side of the infield, and through the hole for a base hit. Skips into right field. Ludwig picks it up and fires it back into short. 4th hit of the inning for the Wareham Gatemen off of Jacob Polish. Another 2-out single. It goes to Tora Otsuka. Runners on first and second. We're back to the top of the order with Matt Rudick.
And now's where you play the what-if game and say if Benjamin Semmes didn't get caught stealing, instead of first and second 2 outs, you have either bases loaded with 1 out, or with Semmes' speed, maybe he tries to score on the base hit. It would have been close.
First pitch to Rudick. Misses low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Matt Rudick 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first inning. Steps in from the left side. It's a left-on-left matchup. 2 on. Sims off of second. Otsuka off of first. The pitch from Polish. Nabs the outer third, 1-1. Polish has faced Wareham twice before. And the 1 earned run in this game, already more than the other 2 games combined. The 1-1. Misses low and away again. 2 balls and 1 strike. Went 4 innings pitched against Wareham back on June 20th. Did give up a run, but it was unearned. Only 3 hits in 4 innings. And, of course, pitched a complete game shutout against Wareham in the first game of the doubleheader back on July 6th. 2-1 the count. 2 ducks on the pond, 2 away. Breaking ball over the outer half, 2-2. Darren Baker on deck. Polish from Richardson, Texas. Turning 21 on August 19th. 6'5", right-handed pitcher, left-handed pitcher. The 2-2. Just misses the outside corner. The count runs full, 3-2. Rising junior at Stanford. He had nobody on base and 2 away after a run came home for the Gatemen. 1 run home in the inning. It's 1-0 Wareham. Throw back to second. No, he's just going to look. No one was covering the bag. Sims dives back in safely. Sims off of second. Otsuka off of first. 1-0 Wareham. 2 away. Bottom of the second. 3-2 the count to Rudick. Polish works from the belt. Lined in the air, right field. Coming on is Ludwig, makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. Not before the Gatemen get on the board first. 1 run on 4 hits. 2 left on base. After 2, Wareham leads it 1-0. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual.
Bottom 3 coming up for the Harwich Mariners to begin the 3rd inning. Stetzer has retired the first 6 he's faced. Working with a 1-0 cushion right now in the top of the 3rd. It'll be Pat Winkle, Corey Acton, Hal Hughes. The 3 due up against Stetzer. First pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Winkle batting 7th. He's the catcher. Bats from the left side. Stetzer deals. Lifted in the air down the left field line, and that'll twist foul. 1-1. We've hit on how good the Harwich pitching staff has been all season, and the offense, I guess statistically, hasn't been great. But because the pitching staff has been so good, they've been in almost every game that they've played this season, even the losses. The 1-1. Rolled on the ground, right side of the infield, scooped up and snow-coned by Jacob Teeter, takes it to the bag himself. First out of the 3rd. So their run differential, despite being in last place, is only -2 coming into this game. Now it's -3, down by 1. Which is remarkable.
It's one of those things where if you didn't know anything that you just said, you'd look at it and be like, that's got to be a mistake.
First pitch, taken upstairs to Corey Acton, 1-0. Acton only has 3 hits this season, but one of them was a home run to left field against Orleans. Bats here, nobody on base, 1 away. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes to the number 8 batter. Stetzer deals. Catches the outer corner, 2-1. Wareham leads the league in run differential, plus 37, best in the CCBL. But it's been the opposite. Offense great, pitching inconsistent. Fouled off, 2-2. Hal Hughes on deck. The 2-2. Taken up and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I guess perhaps no better stat showcases just how good this pitching staff is than how poorly Wareham has hit against Harwich all season. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Pitch in the dirt as Sims slaps on the tag. That's the second out of the 3rd inning. And the strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. First strikeout for Cole Stetzer. Nobody on base now, 2 away for Hal Hughes. The Gatemen this season are hitting .292, which is a remarkable feat, and it's tops in the CCBL by a mile. The first pitch on the outside corner, 0-1. But the Gatemen are only batting .212 with 24 strikeouts in 19 innings against the Mariners. The 0-1. Rocketed down the left field line, that twists foul and out of play. 0-2. I mean, that's incredible. Up and down this order, we rattled off all the All-Stars. There are 6 All-Stars. 5 tonight in the order, but 6 All-Stars that play on a regular basis for the Gatemen. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Stetzer went high, and Hughes chased it. 9 up and 9 down to begin the day for Cole Stetzer. Another strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. We're through 2.5, and it's 1-0 Wareham. We'll be right back on the Gateman Baseball Network.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays.
Welcome back inside the John Wild broadcast booth. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovese, Wareham currently leading the Harwich Mariners 1-0 as we enter the bottom of the 3rd inning. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten.
A lot already today. Ian Bedell was named the starting pitcher for the All-Star game, and I talked to him about what he expected coming into the Cape this summer. He said he had a good spring, and he didn't know how it was going to translate to the Wood Bats in this summer, but with an ERA of 7 through 25 innings, he's definitely proved his worth to the Gatemen. Now he is starting that game, and he says he's excited. There's no jitters. He's just ready to play some ball. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. I mean, there are a ridiculous amount of guys you could choose from to start the All-Star game, and the fact that Ian Bedell is starting for Wareham is a remarkable accomplishment.
And you say, and you're correct when you say there are a good amount of guys that could start this All-Star game, but bottom line is nobody has better numbers than Ian Bedell right now, and it is not close. He has been far and away, despite how good this Harwich pitching staff is, Bedell has better numbers than all of them. It's maybe a little close on a couple, but with the amount of innings Bedell has pitched, it's been remarkable.
Darren Baker will lead things off. Jacob Teeter behind him. Dallas Beaver in the hole to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Bunt foul. Rolls behind home plate, 0-1. Baker 0 for 1. He struck out looking back in the 1st inning against Jacob Polish. The Gatemen plated 1 in the 2nd inning. 1 run on 4 hits. 2 were left on base. 0-1 the count to Baker. The pitch from Polish. Waved at and missed. 0-2. Baker, an all-star. One of the reserves. The 0-2. Slapped foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Or, excuse me, the count stays at 0-2. Darren Baker this season batting .326. The 0-2 skips in the dirt. Winkle stays in front of it. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 31 hits and 96 at-bats for Darren Baker. 6 RBIs. The 1-2. Foul tipped off the mask of the catcher Winkle. He appears okay. Looked like it may have caught Mark Delaney also, the home plate umpire. Nobody on, nobody out. The count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jacob Teeter in the on-deck circle. 1-0 Wareham. The pitch from Polish. Just misses the outside corner, 2-2. Polish deals, and it's fouled off. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harwich has a long and storied history in the CCBL. Joined the Cape League back in 1930. The 2-2 misses low and away, 3 balls and 2 strikes. But they only have 4 titles. Most recent one coming 8 years ago in 2011. First one came back in 1983, the 3-2. Rolled down to first. First baseman Cavadas waits, steps on first base. And Baker's 0 for 2, 1 away in the bottom of the third. The Mariners actually went on an 11-year playoff drought. Before 2008, when they won the championship, they made the postseason only once between 1987 and 2008, and that was in 1997. First pitch to Teeter, taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. That's the side of history you don't want to be on. The 1-0. Misses low and in. 2 balls and no strikes to Teeter. Well, we've got dueling starting first baseman in the All-Star game in this game, the 2-0. Misses low and in, 3 balls and no strikes. Jacob Teeter for Wareham starting in the West. Nico Cavadas starting in the East. That's pretty neat. Teeter walked in his first plate appearance in the first inning. Entered this game batting .306. 2 homers, 17 RBIs. Polish catches the inner corner, 3-1. Nobody on base, 1 away. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Wareham. Polish rocks and deals. Tapped on the ground right side of the infield. Scooped up by Fedko, the second baseman. Easy toss to first in time. 2 away. While Addison was doing her sideline hit before this half inning began, on the field there was a ceremony going on. Every year the Gatemen honor a certain member of their organization. And this year they chose Mary Chaplin, who we had on the broadcast during the pregame. First pitch on the outside corner, 0-1 to Dallas Beaver. We know Mary very well. She's the host mom to me and Gabe and Addison. Pitch low and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. And I don't want to speak for the other 2, but for my money, no one deserves it more. The 1-1. Waved at and missed a breaking ball, 1-2.
I'll double up your bet.
Nobody on base, 2 away. The 1-2. Misses low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm sure Addison would agree with our sentiment. And of course, we're going to play this part of the broadcast back to her later when we get home, and hopefully we'll get some extra dessert. The 2-2. Swung on and fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matt McLean would be next if Beaver can keep the inning alive. Beaver 0 for 1. He struck out looking to end the first inning. The 2-2 from Polish. Tapped left side of the infield, charging in Hughes, the shortstop, circles, fires to first in time to retire Dallas Beaver. First 1-2-3 inning for Jacob Polish. It comes in the third inning, and we're through 3. The Gatemen lead it 1-0. We'll be back on the Gatemen Baseball Network, and Gabe Genovese will have your call when we return. Stick around.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
We head to the fourth here at Spillane Field. 1-0. The Wareham Gatemen lead over the Harwich Mariners. Top of the order, due up for Harwich. Dylan Noisy, Daniel Cabrera, and Nico Cavadas. Noisy bats from the right side, 0 for 1 tonight. Cole Stetzer back out for his fourth inning of work. First pitch high and tight, 1-0. 9 up, 9 down thus far for Stetzer. Did walk Cabrera, who's on deck, but a 3-6-3 double play ended the first inning. Still no hits for the Mariners. The 1-0. Curveball popped up shallow right field. Baker, the second baseman, going back. Called off by Otsuka, who makes the catch. One away here in the fourth, and in steps Cabrera. Daniel Cabrera, the rising junior at LSU. Hit .284 for the Tigers this past season. Showed off his power. 64 hits, 12 doubles, 12 homers, along with 2 triples. First pitch to the lefty. Ground ball right side. Baker ranges to his left, slides, gloves, throws to first. It's wide. Sims is there to back it up, but safe is Cabrera. We'll see if that's ruled a hit or an error. And it's going to be a hit. First hit of the game for the Mariners. Infield single for Cabrera. And that'll bring up Nico Cavadas. First pitch to Cavadas, rocketed it out to deep center. Rudick ranging back, and that ball is gone. Wow. That's why he's an all-star. 5th home run for Cavadas. And just like that, it's a 2-1 game.
He just turned on the first pitch he saw and smoked it. One of the deepest parts of the ballpark, too.
Cavadas now 4 doubles, a triple, and 5 home runs this season. RBIs number 18 and 19. And Harwich leads 2-1 with 1 down in the fourth. First pitch to the righty, Christian Fedko. Ground ball left side. McLean, the shortstop, gobbles, throws to first in time. One pitch in and out after the home run. 2 down here in the top of the fourth, and in steps Michael Ludwig. Funny how baseball works sometimes. Stetzer's been so good through 3 2/3 and just leaves one pitch over the heart of the plate, and Cavadas makes him pay. First pitch, line drive, base hit, right center field. Ludwig smacks a single to center. Rudick gets it back in quickly to Darren Baker. And it's a 2-out single for Ludwig. I'll tell you what, whether it's been a quick out or a quick hit, these Mariners loving the first pitch here in the 4th. And that'll bring up Lanzilli. Chris Lanzilli, the DH tonight, 0 for 1. Chopped one right back to Stetzer on the mound to end the 2nd inning. Throw over to first. Back safely is Ludwig. It's closer than it looked. Lanzilli, the Wake Forest Demon Deacon, 3rd-team All-American by perfect game, 2nd-team All-American by NCBWA. First pitch on the outside corner, 0-1. That's the National Collegiate Baseball Writers Association. And Wake Forest's head coach, Tom Walter, talked about before this season how good Chris was. Throw back to first, not in time. Ludwig back safely. He said Lanzilli was their best hitter the last third of the 2018 season, despite a slow start. 0-1, blooped out into center for a base hit. Rudick gloves in center field. Going to third is Ludwig, and he's in there without a throw. Runners on the corners, 2 down for Pat Winkle. And it's been 2 runs on 4 hits for the Mariners here in the 4th.
That one looked like a mirror image to Ludwig's single. Same pitch, same spot, and it ended up in the same place in the outfield.
Pat Winkle 0 for 1 today, and he's been mightily struggling this season. Now 7 for 43. Stetzer sets and fires. Blooped out into left field, slicing down the line. Antico gives chase, and that ball lands fair. Antico fields it on a hop. It's an RBI single for Pat Winkle, and it's 3-1 Mariners here in the 4th.
Well, the first few hits were relatively hard hit. Most of them hit on the screws. Pat Winkle just poking it the other way and not getting a whole lot of it on the lumber, but finding the right spot down the line.
Corey Acton, the 8-hole, steps in. He's also been struggling. Not as many at-bats as Winkle, but he's 3 for 23 this season after the strikeout in the 3rd. First pitch way inside. He tap dances out of the way. 1-0. Acton hit .251 for the Florida Gators this past season. 1-0 in the outside corner, 1-1. Stetzer throws back to second, gets past McLean and trickles into center field. Rudick scoops it up out in center. Lanzilli goes to third. It's been a nightmare 4th inning for Cole Stetzer. He got the first out easily. Noisy flew out. Then single, 2-run home run. Fedko grounded out. And then single, single, single. And now Lanzilli moves to third on the error. Acton, that was just his freshman campaign at Florida. He hit .251. 30 RBIs. The 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Acton with runners in scoring position and 2 outs this season, 1 for 4. The one hit didn't even score a run. The 2-1 from Stetzer. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. 2-2. Stetzer trying to get out of a jam. 3 runs here in the 4th for the Mariners. They're up 3-1 over the Gatemen. 2-2 way high. Wow. And in. Acton limbo's out of the way. Count runs full. The 3-2. Chopped foul. Down the first baseline. Stetzer in a battle needs to win it to get out of the inning. Runner going, the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Stetzer gets out of the inning with his 3rd strikeout of the game. 3 runs on 5 hits in the inning for Harwich. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Mariners lead 3-1. We'll be right back at GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The shortstop, number 10, Matt McClain from UCLA.
We head to the bottom of the 4th here at Spillane Field. First pitch to Matt McClain. Catches the outside corner, 0-1. McClain, Antico, Benjamin Sems. 5-6-7 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the 4th. Jacob Polish back out for his 4th inning of work as McClain sends a hard ground ball to 3rd. Acton scoops, throws to 1st in time. A quick out for Polish to begin the 4th inning. Still 3-1 Harwich. Here on the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up Mike Antico. Antico, a .263 hitter coming into tonight. Went 2 for 3 yesterday, his 6th multi-hit game of the year. First pitch to the lefty, shows bunt and pops it up. Right back to the pitcher Polish. 1 pitch, 1 out. And now 2 down in the inning.
Well, that's what we want to see more of from Mike Antico. More bunt attempts, but that was ugly.
Pitch was inside. Probably would have been a ball.
Yep.
And now in steps Benjamin Sims, who's responsible for the only run of the game thus far for Wareham. RBI single in the 2nd. First pitch at the knees for a strike. Sims, one of 8 All-Stars this summer for Wareham. The 0-1 swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-2. Came into tonight a .289 hitter, but he was hitting .314 just a couple of nights ago. He was 0 for his last 6 with a couple of walks before the single in the second. 0-2 misses just outside. 1 and 2 in everybody in the Harwich infield started moving toward the dugout there. Second baseman Fedko, shortstop Hughes, third baseman Acton. As the 1-2s fouled off back into the caging. We'll stay there at 1 and 2. The whole infield thought it was strike 3. Semmes steps back in. Polish working quickly and now steps off. Wareham 1 run on 4 hits tonight. 1-2 hits him. Came inside and hit Semmes on the front elbow. Didn't feel too good. That was a fastball high and in. She's shaking out that right arm, and he's on with a 2-out hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Drew Sims for Wareham. Sims singled his first time up in the second inning. And his first hit since being back with Wareham. First pitch, flared foul, down the right field line, 0-1. Semmes played in 1 game for Wareham early in the year. And he had a home run in the second game of the season. Did get released by the Gateman. 0-1 fastball paints the outside edge, 0-2. Has made his way back to Wareham. Went 1 for 2 against Cotuit several nights ago. And now starting for the first time since being back, skies the 0-2 into shallow right. Ludwig makes the catch above the bill of his cap. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, 1 left aboard for the Gatemen. We head to the 5th. Harwich leads 3-1. We'll be right back on GBN.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
We head to the 5th here in Wareham. Hal Hughes, Dylan Noisy, Daniel Cabrera, 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Mariners as we head to the top of the 5th. 3-1, the Harwich.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best.
First pitch to Noisy. Curveball low and in. 1-0. Down low, 2-0. And after the 3 innings of no-hit baseball and just the 1 walk, Harwich went single home run. Single in the 4th to tally 3. Now the 2-0 from Stetzer to Hal Hughes. Popped up into shallow left. Antico comes in, called off by the shortstop McLean, who makes the catch. 1 away here in the 5th, and that brings up the top of the order in Dylan Noisy.
The center fielder, number 10, Dylan Noisy from Texas Tech.
Noisy 0 for 2 today in the leadoff spot. Couple of flyouts to right. First pitch on the outside corner, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-2. Noisy came into tonight just 5 for 30. Struggling in the leadoff spot. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball misses low and away, 1-2. Stetzer sets. Now the pitch. Jammed him, popped him up on the infield. Toward McLean once again. The shortstop makes the catch right at his chin. 2 pop-outs to Matt McLean at short to begin the 5th inning, and in steps Daniel Cabrera for the Mariners, with Harwich still up 3-1. Cabrera 1 for 1 with a walk tonight. Walked in the 1st inning, singled in the 4th. First pitch curveball on the outside corner, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Fastball, hard ground ball through the hole on the right side, a base hit into right field. Baker didn't have a shot at it. It's a 2-out single for Cabrera, who's now 2 for 2, and in steps Nico Cavadas.
The first baseman, number 12, Nika Cavadas from Notre Dame.
Cavadas, the 2-run home run in the 4th inning, his 5th home run of the game, of the season, I should say. First pitch to the lefty. Popped up, foul, out of play in the left field line. No balls and 1 strike to Nico Cavadas. Cavadas grounded into the 3-6-3 double play in the 1st inning. He's 1 for 2. The 0-1. Inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cavadas hit .274 for Notre Dame in his sophomore campaign. 55 hits, 13 doubles, 12 homers, 43 RBIs for the Fighting Irish. 1-1, fastball misses outside, 1-2, and now I wouldn't be surprised if this is Stetzer's last inning. That was pitch 59. Stetzer sets. The 2-1, popped him up on the infield, foul territory. Will it get out of play? Yes, it will. 2-2. Cavadas, one of 9 All-Stars for Harwich this summer. Harwich has the most All-Stars in the league. Wareham the most All-Stars in the West. Harwich in the East. 8 All-Stars for the Gatemen. The 2-2 runner going. Pitch high. The throw down to second is not in time. Oh, a good throw from Sims. A little low. McLean kind of had to scoop and then apply the tag and couldn't quite get the tag there in time. Cabrera now 4 for 5 this summer in stolen bases. Runner in scoring position for Cavadas. The 3-2. Hard hit to deep right. Otsuka ranges back, and that ball is gone. Nico Cavadas doing some damage tonight on Wareham. His second two-run bomb here at Spillane Field tonight. 5-1 Mariners.
Oh, wow. The first one he hit to over the batter's eye. And this one just pulled and smoked it out of here. Not sure which one was longer. He's seeing the ball well tonight.
Home runs, 5 and 6 for Cavadas. RBIs, 18, 19, and then 20 and 21. First pitch to Christian Fedko. Curveball on the inside corner for strike one. Fedko 0 for 2 tonight. The 0-1. Low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fedko grounded out to Sems at third base in the second inning. Grounded out to McLean at shortstop in the fourth. Stetzer fires home the 1-1. Chopped foul on the third base line out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just when you thought Cole Stetzer was going to have a nice 5th inning after the 2 quick outs to start, Nico Cavadas has something else to say about it. The 1-2. Breaking ball hit well into left center field. Rudick ranges back toward the gap and makes the catch right above his right shoulder. 2 runs, 2 hits, a 2-run home run from Nico Cavadas makes it 5-1 Mariners. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, we'll be right back on GBN.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
We head to the bottom of the 5th here at Spillane Field. 5-1, the Harwich Mariner lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Let's send it to Addison Van Patten.
So far with 7 Ks in his last outing. Now, he said he was excited to get that top of the game tonight, and he's ready to get out there. Will Fleming will be in next for us. He's warming up in the pen right now. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Fleming in the pen. We'll probably see him in the next inning or so for Wareham as Toru Otsuka steps up to the plate for the Gatemen. 5-1, the Harwich Mariner lead. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, first pitch to Otsuka. Flared foul at a play in the left field line. 0-1. Otsuka, Rudick, Baker, 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the 5th. The 0-1 misses low and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Otsuka 1 for 1 tonight. Singled in the second inning. The 1-1. Fastball low and in. 2 balls and a strike. Jacob Polish back out for his 5th inning of work as the 2-1 is hit well into left center field. Cabrera ranges over and makes the catch. 1 away. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Matthew Rudick. Rudick tonight 0 for 2. Grounded out to Fedko at second base in the first inning, lined out to Ludwig in right field his last time up. First pitch curveball misses just outside, 1-0. Rudick came into tonight a .246 hitter as he slaps that one into left field for a base hit. Through the hole on the left side, Rudick has his first hit of the night. A 1-out single here in the fifth, just the first hit of the game for the Gatemen outside of the second inning. The other 4 hits came in the second. And in steps Darren Baker.
That was the second inning where they only managed to get 1 run across on 4 hits.
Benjamin Sims got caught stealing. First pitch to Baker. Sliced foul out of play. 0-1. Yeah, went single by McLean and then a fly out by Antico. McLean moved from first to third on an error by the pitcher Polish, and Sims delivered an RBI single to make it 1-0 Wareham. The key is Sims got caught stealing a couple pitches later. The 0-1 to Baker, outside 1-1. After Sims got caught stealing, Drew Sims single, Toro Otsuka single. So instead of bases loaded with 1 out or possibly Sims scoring on a base hit, it was first and second with 2 outs. Otsuka gets back safely. And then Rudick lined out to end the second inning. Polish sets. Unleashes the 1-1. Fastball catches the outside corner. 1-2. Home plate umpire Mark Delaney with a little bit of a wide strike zone. Baker 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out looking in the first inning. Grounded out to Cavadas at first base in the third. The 1-2. Foul tipped. Back into the fencing behind home plate. 2-2. Baker, another all-star in this Gateman lineup. Hitting .326 coming into tonight. Polish a long look in, and now he throws over to first. Baker's 31 hits this summer, tied most in the Cape Cod Baseball League. The 1-2, blooped left field, foul territory. Will it stay in play? It will not. Lands up on the bleachers down the third base line. Will stay at 1-2. Baker delivered the game-tying RBI single in the bottom of the 7th last night for Wareham. Part of a 5-run 7th inning that tied the game at 5 before the walk-off in the 9th. The 1-2 pitch, low and away, 2-2. The 2-2. Baker checked his swing. He went around and he knew it. Curveball low and away. Strike 3. And despite how good Polish has been tonight, it's just the first strikeout since the first inning. 3rd strikeout of the night. 2 away here in the 5th, and in steps Jacob Teeter. Teeter bats from the left side, 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. First pitch to him. Fastball blooped out to short, straight to Hughes, who makes the catch above his left shoulder. No runs on 1 hit. 1 left to board for the Gatemen. We head to the top of the 6th. Wareham trails 5-1. We'll be right back on GBN.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music, located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment.
This pitching change brought to you by the Bay Point Country Club Onsets Championship Golf Course. Now pitching.
We had the 6th here in Wareham, 5-1. The Harwich Mariner lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Pitching change here in the 6th brought to you by Bay Point Club. Pitching change for the Gatemen, Will Fleming into the game for Wareham. Cole Stetzer's night is done. 5 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and it really is a shame for Stetzer because all 7 hits, all 5 runs came in the 4th and the 5th inning. He pitched such a good 1-2-3, 9 up, 9 down. First pitch to the lefty, Michael Ludwig. And he skies that one to deep center. Rudick ranges back, he's got room, and he makes the catch above his right shoulder. 1 pitch, 1 out for Fleming. And add to that for Stetzer. 4 of those 5 runs came on 2 two-run home runs for Nico Cavadas. He really made Stetzer pay tonight. And now Fleming comes into the game for Wareham, trying to stop the bleeding, making his 7th appearance of the summer. First pitch, fouled off down the first base line, 0-1. Lanzilli at the plate. The righties 1 for 2 today. Fleming has struggled this season. 6 appearances, 3 starts, 14 innings pitched. 0-1 fouled off, 0-2. Fleming's given up 11 runs, all earned in those 14 innings, a 7.07 ERA. The 0-2. Fastball high at the eyes, 1-2. He hasn't had a scoreless appearance since his first outing, June 14th against Orleans. He pitched 2 1/3 scoreless. Ever since, he's given up a run in every outing. 1-2, and Lanzilli went around on a breaking ball way outside. First strikeout for Fleming. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to alexblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away here in the 6th, and then I'll bring up Pat Winkle.
Only the 4th strikeout tonight for Gateman pitching.
First pitch to Winkle. Checked his swing, ball low and in. Didn't go around. 1-0. Winkle tonight, 1 for 2. Fleming fires home the 1-0. Misses just low, 2-0. Winkle delivered an RBI single in the 4th inning. The only other run tonight that's not off the bat of Nico Cavadas. 2-0, swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, 2-1. Fleming working fairly quickly. Rocks and fires the 2-1. Fastball in, 3 balls and a strike. Winkle came into tonight just a 167 hitter. The pitch. Hard ground ball, right side. Baker, the second baseman, gobbles, throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down for Fleming in the 6th. Wareham needed that. Let's see if they can get the bats going. 5-1 Harwich. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout. The 99, always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gateman and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our
We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning here in Wareham. 5-1, the Harwich Mariner lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Just 5 hits in the first 5 innings for the Gatemen off of the starter, Jacob Polish. His night is done. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits given up by Polish. 1 run, it was earned. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. And hopefully the Gatemen can get something going off the bullpen of Harwich, as Will Heflin is the new arm for the Harwich Mariners. And, well, it's going to be pretty difficult. Heflin, in 5 appearances, 15 1/3 innings pitched, has given up 1 earned run, an ERA of 0.58. Just 8 hits given up in those 15 1/3 innings pitched. He's 1-0 with the save, 4 walks, 18 strikeouts.
That's why he's an all-star.
That's why he's an all-star. Middle of the order, due up for the Gatemen. Dallas Beaver, Matt McClain, Mike Antico. 4, 5, 6 hitters. Harwich leads 5-1. In big part to 2 two-run bombs by Nico Cavadas for the 5 runs, as Beaver slices 1 foul out of play in the left field line, 0-1. Beaver 0 for 2 tonight. He's one of 8 all-stars for the Gatemen. DHing tonight, he'll be the starter for the Western Division in the All-Star game. The 0-1. Line drive left field. Cabrera chases and can't get there. That ball rolls all the way to the wall. Beaver into second with a leadoff stand-up double here in the 6th. His 6th double of the year. And that'll bring up Matt McClain.
I don't think anyone's swinging the bat better in the entire league than Dallas Beaver is right now. I mean, my goodness. Came into this game batting an even 500 over his last 4 games, 429 over his last 9 games, including a homer and 9 RBIs. Just stays red hot.
And now has a hit in 6 straight after the double. In steps another all-star, Matt McClain. 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch low and in. Beaver dances off second, but stays there, and it was the right decision. Ball didn't trickle away too much from Winkle. 1-0 to McClain. So Beaver will be the starting catcher for the Western Division. McClain, a reserve for the West as a utility player. We've seen Matt McClain play second, short, right field, third base. The 1-0. Fastball low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Harwich leads 5-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1 run for the Gatemen in the 2nd inning. 3 runs in the 4th, 2 in the 5th for Harwich. Heflin sets and deals. Curveball low, 3-0. Wareham came into tonight first place in the Western Division at 16-11-1. 33 points. A game and a half up on Cotuit for first place. Cotuit 14-11-2. As McLean takes the get-me-over fastball. 3-1. Again, we do tie here in the CCBL. 10-inning max. If you're tied after 9, you play an extra inning. Still tied, the game ends as a tie, and each team gets a point in the standings. The 3-1 delivery. Ooh, catches the outside corner, 3-2. McLean was already trotting down to first. We've seen that all night long from Mark Delaney. Wide strike zone behind the plate. That ball looked at least a ball's width outside. McLean, an open stance in the righty's batter's box. The 3-2 from Heflin. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another pitch outside, but what are you supposed to do if you're McLean? It was the same spot as the last one.
That was nasty. That's a good breaking ball.
First strikeout for Heflin, and in steps Mike Antico. Harwich came into tonight at the basement of the East, 12-15 this season. They're just a point back of Brewster for 4th place in the East. First pitch to the lefty Antico, high and outside, 1-0. Top 4 teams in each division make the playoffs. Only the last place team in the West, last place team in the East don't make it. Harwich fighting for a playoff spot. Wareham sitting pretty right now atop the West with 16 games to go. The 1-0. Curveball on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wareham down by 4 right now, 5-1. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. Beaver on second after the leadoff double. Antico at the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Heflin, the lefty, sets on the third base side of the rubber. The 1-1. Curveball, swing and a miss. 1-2.
That is ridiculous. That is such a good pitch.
Breaking ball starts in/over the plate on lefties and breaks away. And that pitch ended up in the dirt.
It looks like a strike and it falls off the table.
Full to Antico. Now the 1-2. Fastball grounded right side. Scooped up by Fedko, the second baseman. He flips to first for the out. Beaver moves up 90 feet to third. 2 away here in the second, and Benjamin Sems steps into center stage. Wareham just trying to sneak back into this thing. Down 5-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. We saw it last night. It was 5-0 Brewster. Before 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th for Wareham tied the game. And then Braden Ward walked it off in the 9th for the Gatemen. If you haven't seen the walk-off, check out the Gatemen Twitter page. First pitch to Sems. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball low. Did he go around? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, Rick Emerson. 1 ball and no strikes. Sems 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch tonight. RBI single in the 2nd, his 10th RBI of the summer. Hit by a pitch in the 4th. Heflin sets and unleashes the 1-0. Popped him up. Left field, slicing foul out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Scoreboard currently says 0-2. I'm wondering if that first pitch was a strike. 0-2, hit well out into deep right center field. Noisy, the center fielder, chases it down and makes the catch. No runs on 1 hit for the Gatemen in the bottom of the 6th. Sems so close to an extra base hit. We head to the 7th. Wareham still down 5-1. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout. The 99, always the real deal.
Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
We're to the top of the 7th here at Spillane Field. Gabe Genovese here with you. Jonah Karp's back there. We're working without our producer, Javik Blake, tonight, so we're doing a little producing tonight, and right now we'll send it to Addison Van Patten near the field. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Hopefully we can get Addison here in an inning or so, but this game right now, 5-1 Harwich, the lead for the Mariners. All 5 runs coming on, well, 4 of the 5 runs, coming on 2 home runs from Nico Cavadas. A 2-run shot in the 4th, a 2-run shot in the 5th, and that's been most of the offense for Harwich. All 5 runs coming in that 4th and 5th inning. Do you guys know these guys? I don't know who these guys are back here, but hopefully Jonah Karp gets back to his job here shortly. Ryan LeMay, our beat writer, gets back to writing here shortly.
I'm sorry, we're just having fun on the broadcast.
Well, we don't have fun on the broadcast?
No, we do. I like talking to other people sometimes.
I don't blame you. First pitch to Acton. Sliced foul out of play on the left field line, 0-1. Corey Acton, Hal Hughes, Dylan Noisy. 8-9-1 hitters due up for Harwich here in the 7th. The 0-1. Low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ryan LeMay, by the way, has been writing up some fantastic articles on Gateman.org. Feature article about Braden Ward and the art of the stolen base up yesterday. 1-1. Jammed him, fouled off. Down the left field line, 1-2. Wrote an article about all the All-Stars named today for the Gatemen. The All-Star teams came out today for the Cape Cod Baseball League, Wareham with 8 of them. The 1-2 to Acton. Checked his swing, a ball low in the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Throw down to first. Acton had no idea he went around, so he was still in the box. Second strikeout for Fleming. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Buller. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. So Fleming's come in relief, and it's 4 up, 4 down right now for the Wake Forest Demon Deacon. And that'll bring up the 9-hole, Hal Hughes. Hughes takes the ball outside, 1-0. Hughes 0 for 2 tonight. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And he's known for his glove. Almost like a wizard out there at shortstop. Makes some magic happen. No errors this season in the field for Hughes, and that's what he's known for at LSU. 1-1 skied foul out of play. Down the right field line, 1-2. He's just a 140 hitter this summer, and again, this is typical Hal Hughes. He hit just 174 at LSU as a sophomore, despite starting 42 games. 1-2 chopped foul right off. Well, that came up and hit him in the back. We'll stay at 1-2. And his freshman campaign, he started 63 games for the Tigers and hit just 221. And both of those seasons, though, this past season, just 6 errors, a 961 fielding percentage for Hughes. A 957 fielding percentage his freshman year. 1-2 fastball misses just outside, 2-2. Hughes played in the Northwoods League last summer. The 2-2. Low and away, 3-2. Hughes tonight struck out in the 3rd, flew out to the shortstop McLean in the 5th. Bats from the right side, the 3-2 from the righty Fleming. Ground ball towards second. Baker, gloves, whips it over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th for Fleming, and in steps Dylan Noisy. And this has been the easiest stretch for Gateman pitching tonight. The 8-9 one-hitters are now a combined 0 for 9. Noisy coming to the plate is 0 for 3. First pitch to the righty. Swing and a miss through a fastball. 0-1. Noisy, 3 pop-outs. 2 to the right fielder Otsuka in the 1st and the 4th. Then blooped out to McLean at shortstop in the 5th. The 0-1, foul tips it back into the glove of Sims. 0-2. Noisy now just 5 for 33 this season. This is a Harwich team who struggles to hit, second worst hitting team in the league. The 0-2 from Fleming. On the outside corner, strike 3. Got him looking. 3rd strikeout for Fleming in 2 innings. It's time to stretch here at Spillane Field. Wareham needs some offense. Down 5-1. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
Welcome back up to the broadcast booth. Gabe Genovese here with you alongside Jonah Karp, fulfilling his producing duties right now. 5-1, the Harwich Mariner lead over the Wareham Gatemen. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten.
Thanks, Gabe. Yeah, I'm here with an essential member of the Wareham Gateman staff. This is Brooks Gustafson. He is a scouting intern for us now. Tell me what your role is for the team.
All right, so it's just work experience. I just write pro scouting reports, turn them in, and our GM corrects them and gives them back to us and makes sure that our wording and our stuff is right, and he just kind of corrects us, and then hopefully this gives us enough job experience to get a job after this. So
now you guys don't only do Gateman games, you actually go out and scout for all the other teams and bring that information right back here to us. Is that important for the Gatemen?
Yeah, they use a little of it, but not really. They the assistant GMs do that, but we just kind of turn in our reports, and it is what it is. What he does with it is whatever. So yeah, we just got to turn our reports in.
All right, well, thank you for chatting with me, and pretty important to me, scouts are out here every day, lots of them, and it's important for us to have those scouting interns be building those relationships and helping out the Gatemen. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Drew Sims at the plate right now. The 1-0 pitch to him. Curveball outside. 2-0. We enter the bottom of the 7th here at Spillane Field. 5-1, the Harwich Mariner lead of the Wareham Gatemen. Drew Sims, Toro Otsuka, Matthew Rudick, the 8-9 one-hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the 7th. The pitch to Sims, right over the heart of the plate, strike 1. Sims 1 for 2 tonight, singled in the 2nd inning, flew out to Ludwig in right field in the 4th inning. Open stance from the right side, bat waving above his back shoulder. The pitch. Bunt shown and laid down the first base line, foul for strike 2. Harwich with 3 runs in the top of the 4th, 2 runs in the top of the 5th tonight, and that's been it. Wareham actually took an early lead, 1-0. The only game Harwich has won this season in which the opponent has scored first was June 22nd against Katuitt. They came back and won 2-1. The pitch, fouled off. Back behind home plate, we'll do it all over again. And well, they're 9 outs away from their 2nd game coming back after an opponent scores the first run. 1 run on 6 hits tonight for Wareham. 5 runs on 7 hits for Harwich. Heflin in his second inning of relief out of the bullpen. Fires. Curveball shot down the third base line, foul. Sims staying alive and will stay right here. Drew Sims doing the catching tonight for Wareham. It's his first start since coming back to the Gateman. He was with the team early in the season, played one game, ended up getting released, and now back here in Wareham making his first start. The 2-2, just outside. Count runs full, 3-2.
That one game was memorable, though.
And the home run and the home game away from home. Game 2 of the season for Wareham. The 3-2 pitch. Hard ground ball, left side, backhanded by Hughes in the hole. Fires to first in time. Well, there's Hal Hughes for you. We were talking about him in the top of the 7th, and I was almost like a magician out there at shortstop. Made that look easy. One away.
That was a tough play. That was hit toward the hole, and he had to backhand it. It didn't even do like a Derek Jeter-esque hop. He just settled on his back foot and made a strong throw to first, and an accurate throw.
Toru Otsuka steps into center stage. First pitch from the lefty Heflin. Breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-1. Otsuka tonight, 1 for 2. Heflin fires home. Another curveball slapped up the middle into center field, a base hit. Toru Otsuka with a 1-out single here in the 7th. Just the 7th hit of the game for the Gatemen. Still trailing 5-1, and then in steps Matthew Rudick.
Otsuka took a wide turn at first, and Noisy came up firing and almost threw him out at first.
Otsuka got back safely. It's his 6th multi-hit game of the year.
But that was an example of when Heflin throws his really good breaking ball, but just leaves it a little bit over the zone. And when you're expecting it, it's easy to time up.
Rudick 1 for 3 tonight. First pitch to him. Fastball right over the heart of the plate, 0-1. Wareham needs some offense late. Down to their final 8 outs, trailing 5-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Throw over to first, Otsuka back safely. Wareham also looking for their first win over Harwich this summer. 0-3 against the Mariners. Throw over to first once again, Otsuka back standing up. Rudick had a 6-game hit streak snapped 3 nights ago at Chatham. He hasn't had an at-bat since until tonight. The 0-1. Fastball high and away, 1-1. Lefty on lefty matchup. Bat waving above Rudick's back shoulder. Throw over to first once again. Otsuka, he's back standing up every time. Not sure what Will Heflin is seeing over there. Otsuka gets a little farther out there now. Now the 1-1. Popped him up. Right center field. Noisy ranges over, makes the catch above his left shoulder. Center fielder, no problem for him. 2 away in the 7th. And it'll be up to Darren Baker to keep the inning alive for Wareham. Baker 0 for 3 tonight. Cal Golden Bear, an all-star for the Wareham Gatemen. 2 strikeouts in the 1st and the 5th. A ground out to the first baseman, Cavada, sandwiched in between there in the 3rd. First pitch to him. Slapped foul out of play in the left field line, 0-1. Baker 1 for 2 yesterday. Had the game-tying RBI in the 7th. Now the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wareham trying to extend their winning streak to 5. The 4-game winning streak they're on currently is the longest of the season for Wareham. Heflin looks in, now checks first, the 1-1. Curveball blooped in past the diving glove of Hughes and into left field for a base hit. Otsuka puts the brakes on at second. Darren Baker now has a hit in 3 straight games. A 2-out single, and that'll bring up Jacob Teeter.
And if you look at Darren Baker's spray chart, he likes to go the other way. He likes to take the ball the other way. And when you get a breaking ball like that with a lot of spin, you do kind of like what he just did, which is sort of an inside-out swing. Had it over the inner half, and just poked it the other direction.
Jacob Teeter steps into center stage. First pitch from Heflin. Fastball fouled off, out of play behind home plate. 0-1. Teeter walked in the first, grounded out to Fedko at second base in the 3rd. Lined out to Hughes at shortstop in the 5th. Heflin a long look in, now Teeter calls time. Teeter went 0 for 4 yesterday in the victory for Wareham. Heflin checks second. Now the 0-1. Fastball, line foul, and the bat flies out of Jacob Teeter's hands down the first base line. 0-2. We've seen that a couple times from Teeter this year.
Got to get more pine tar on that bat. Or just hold it a little tighter.
He's just going to walk back to the plate. We've talked all year long about Wareham stringing together hits. Quite a few nights this offense, again, the best offense in the league, but they end up with 8 to 10 hits. But the 0-2, low and away 1 and 2, none really with, in order, multiple hits in an inning. And tonight, 8 hits. This is just the 2nd inning with multiple hits. Heflin sets the 1-2 delivery. Just misses inside. Heflin was trotting toward the dugout. And quite frankly, I don't know where that one missed. 2-2 to Teeter. Otsuka on second, Baker on first. Heflin sets at the letters. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a breaking ball. Good pitch by Heflin. Wow. Second strikeout for Heflin, and we head to the 8th. Wareham still trails 5-1. We'll be right back on GBN.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gateman and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
Top of the 8th inning, Gatemen trail the Mariners 5-1. So we welcome you back inside the John Wild broadcast booth. Jonah Karp and Gabe has gotten a little more beautiful and younger. Mary Chaplin joining us. First pitch.
Hello, everyone.
Down for a strike to Daniel Cabrera, who's reached base 3 times, 2 singles and a walk, 2 for 2. Fleming working quickly out of the windup, chopped foul, 0-2. Well, Mary is the star of tonight. Doesn't matter what ends up on the scoreboard because tonight is Mary's night. We had her on during the pregame show, and she had no idea that she would be honored during the game. And she was recognized with the, well, as the pitch is fouled off, 0-2, the count holds. You're the person of the year, the employee of the year, the
Volunteer Award.
Volunteer Award.
2019. It's an honor. I was surprised, and
the 0-2, taken up and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
yeah, I had no idea.
None at all, none
None.
whatsoever.
Mike even gave him my size for the jacket.
Is that information that you want to disclose to the public?
No, that means he knew.
Lifted in the air out to left field fairly
Yeah.
deep, and making the catch on the run, Mike Antico.
What I'm saying is Mike knew.
Long first out in the 8th inning. Well, we all knew.
Oh, you knew too?
We knew. Oh, yeah.
You all did a very good job of keeping a secret.
How shocked were you, honestly?
Very. Very, 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 because I never expected it.
First pitch low and away to Nico Cavadas, 1 ball and no strikes. The whole organization virtually came out on the field.
Yes.
And you included, and you still had no idea.
No. I thought they were just recognizing the organization as a whole because of, we made it through the first half of the season.
Couldn't have made it through the first half without you, Mary.
Oh, that's not true, but thank you. It's not entirely true. Let me put it that way.
The 1-1 waved at and missed, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, we had Mary on during the pregame to go through, what a day in the life of a housing director is like. And very few, if anybody, works harder in the organization on a day-to-day basis. Hard hit in the air, right field. Otsuka looking up. That ball is gone.
It's only crazy for 2 months.
Crazy tonight. Nico Cavadas. 3 home runs.
Oh, wow. That's his third?
That's his third, Mary. Holy smokes.
Wow.
He crushed it out to right field. That's a solo blast with 1 away in the 8th, and it's 6-1 Mariners. Oh, boy. See, I thought you'd be a good luck charm.
Yeah, no.
No, clearly not. Nobody on, nobody out. Christian Fedko, the new batter. Fleming working out of the windup. First pitch. Rolled left side of the infield. McLean circling in, and he can't pick it up. He made the stop, but it rolled just under his glove. And everyone's safe. That's almost certainly an E6. An error on Matt McLean, the shortstop. Gateman trailing by 5, still 1 away in the 8th inning. Just joining us, sitting alongside Mary Chaplin, the housing director and the Gateman Person of the Year.
Gateman Person.
First pitch fouled off to Ludwig, 0-1. I know you didn't want to say it in the pregame show, but Gabe's not here anymore. And Addison's not even paying attention. So who's your favorite host child?
My favorite summer son?
Yes, your favorite summer son. I guess Addison wouldn't count, so it's between me and Gabe. And I guess Coy. And Cole.
And Cole.
That's right.
You all are special people. No, seriously. This is not me being kind. You're all very special people. I like each one of you.
Didn't believe it when my parents said it. Don't believe it when you say it. 1-1 the count. Pitch over the outer half, 1-2. Well, this is a different experience. So you've been a host mom for how many years?
Since 2006, so 13 years?
13 years. Have you been on the broadcast before, aside from earlier today?
Once.
Lifted foul.
I don't remember when. Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
And you've been housing the broadcasters for the last 10 years.
Correct. Started in 2008.
And
Because the Wareham is only one of 2 teams in the Cape League that hosts the broadcasters as well as ball players.
And no one else wanted to give you an opportunity on air?
Yeah. No. I can give you that.
2-2 the count.
There was one when we were going to try and give a cooking lesson, but it never happened.
That's something worth mentioning. Mary is one of the best cooks I've ever come across.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, I hope my grandma's not listening.
Grandma, he's just being nice to me tonight.
No. My mother also is an amazing cook. Caught in a rundown in between first and second. Christian Fedko caught in a little pickle. Jacob Teeter slaps on the tag. Second out.
Good, good.
Well, that'll help out Will Fleming on the mound. Nobody on base now, 2 away in the top of the 8th inning. Gateman trailing by 5. I'm going to give you a scenario, Mary.
Yes.
And you're going to tell me what recipe you're going to make. All right? It's snowing outside.
Okay.
And you're stuck inside. Oh, line drive back up the middle. 2-out single for Mike Ludwig. Pulls in at first. You need to prepare a lunch for 5 people.
Okay.
What are you making?
Snowy, cold day.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I love soup. I love to make soups.
Not split pea soup.
Not split pea soup.
See, Mike loves split pea soup.
Yeah.
But you refuse to make it.
I refuse to make it. What's my favorite? You know what? Also, chili. Cincinnati chili, made with lamb instead of beef, and served over spaghetti with cornbread.
Chris Lanzilli, the new batter, with a runner on first. Throw back to first. Close play. Ludwig almost picked off. There are a couple hundred umpires in the stands that think that Ludwig did get picked off. Still awaiting the first pitch to Lanzilli. Another throw back to first. And again, back in safely, Ludwig.
I did this.
You have your own hot chocolate that you make, right? A gourmet hot chocolate?
Well, it's just hot chocolate from scratch.
Cracked in the air out to straightaway center field. Rudick under it. Makes the catch for the final out. One more run across in the 8th inning for the Harwich Mariners. Gateman trailing by 5. They come to bat in the bottom half of the inning. Mary, thanks for coming on the broadcast.
Oh, you're welcome.
Congratulations on the honor
again.
Thank
you. Thank you.
And I hope I get extra dessert tonight.
If we have extra dessert, yes.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Dallas Beaver, Matt McLean, Mike Antico. 3 due up against Blake Espinal. Coming in for Heflin, who came in for Polish, the 3rd different pitcher used tonight for the Mariners. Harwich on top of Wareham by 5. 6-1 the score, with the heart of the batting order coming up for the Gatemen. Offense has been tough to come by tonight for Wareham. They tallied 1 run in the 2nd inning on 4 hits. Since then, 3 hits, 0 runs. This is the best pitching staff in the entire Cape League Harwich has. Not a very consistent offense, although they've started to heat up as of late. Near the bottom in almost every offensive category, Dallas Beaver steps in. The All-Star, one of the 6 All-Stars that the Gatemen have, one of the 5 tonight in the lineup, Beaver squares to bunt, pulls his bat back 1-0. Well, actually, the Gatemen have 8. 6 position players, 2 pitchers. Beaver 1 for 3 tonight. He doubled in the 6th inning, was left on base. Nick Espinal comes set at the letters, kicks, delivers the pitch. Misses inside, 2 balls and no strikes to Beaver. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovese, Addison Van Patten with you. Approaching the 9 o'clock hour here on this Saturday evening. Harwich looking to sweep the season series against the Wareham Gatemen. Pitch over the outside corner, 2-1. They only have 1 win this season. They're 1-9 in games where they don't score first. Gatemen tallied the first run in this game. Since then, a 6-0 scoring run by Harwich, the 2-1. Laced down the left field line and it plunks into left center field for a base hit. Dallas Beaver takes a turn at first, pulls in there safely, a multi-hit night for Mr. Beaver. And he's in standing at first base, leading off the 8th with a single. So far, the story of the offense for the Harwich Mariners has been Nico Cavadas. Now the home run Cape League leader coming into today, down 1. He has 3 today. Had his first home run in the 10th game of the season. His second home run came in the 21st game of the season. Every other home run has come over the last 8 games. Pitch up and away to Matt McLean, 1-0. Nico Cavadas on another planet tonight. Perhaps a confidence boost in being named an All-Star today. Starting first baseman in the Eastern Division. All-Star in the batter's box right now, Matt McLean takes a pitch outside, 2-0. McLean 1 for 3. Singled in the 2nd inning, got that 2nd inning going. Came around to score. Since a ground out and a strikeout. Runner on first, nobody out. The pitch. Right down Broadway, 2-1. Gatemen trailing by 5. But you don't have to go back a long way to find the last time they erased a 5-run deficit and came back to win it. That was the last game they played. They were trailing 5-0, albeit that was in the 7th inning, and then played at 5 in the 7th and ultimately won it in the 9th. Hard hit, left side of the infield off the glove of Acton, the third baseman, and everyone's safe. Acton made a nice play picking that up on a hop, but he just lost it and didn't have enough time to make a throw. That's going to turn into an error for third baseman Acton. 2 on, nobody out.
Third error this summer for Acton.
Mike Antico will step into the box 0 for 3. 2 runners on, nobody out. Top of the 8th, bottom of the 8th. 6-1 Harwich. Espinal trying to work out of some trouble. And steps off the rubber. Blake Espinal from the Bronx. Rising senior at Seton Hall. Deals from the letters, first pitch. Misses upstairs, 1-0. Espinal spent last summer with the Amsterdam Mohawks in the Perfect Game League. Spent the summer prior with the New Jersey Eagles in the Atlantic Collegiate League. The pitch. Roller down the first base line. That's a fair ball. Picked up on a hop by Cavada. Steps on the bag himself as both runners advance. Now 2 in scoring position for the Wareham Gatemen with 1 away in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Oh, and Wareham almost caught a break there. That took a weird hop near the bag, and Cavadas was able to quickly snap his glove down. It was up by his shoulders. He had to get it down below his waist and grab that ball, and he did. Good play by Cavadas. But if Wareham wants a chance, you got to play at least 2 here. If not, get something bigger going and play 3 or 4.
Well, Antico does his job, essentially. Grounds out to advance both runners into scoring position. Benjamin Sems, another all-star at the plate. First pitch up and away, 1-0. Sems has reached twice tonight. A single and a hit by pitch. 1 for 2. This is unconfirmed, but we are told that Blake Espinal, who has a 95-mile-per-hour fastball, the 1-0, misses low and away, 2 balls and no strikes, increases the velocity does on his fastball if he eats Skittles before the game. We don't have a radar gun on him tonight, and we have no knowledge of his Skittles intake. The 2-0. Chopped foul. 2-1.
All of those things are true.
So we're just relaying the information that we received.
Correct. Which all information is true, right?
If you read it on the internet, it's true.
That's right.
That's what my uncle tells me. 2 in scoring position, 1 away. Gateman trailing by 5. The pitch. Fisted foul down the third base line. 2-2. Espinal this season at Seton Hall. 22 appearances, 35 2/3 innings pitched. 4.54 the ERA. 32 strikeouts in 35 innings. 2-2 the count to Sems. Check swing, poked in the air, a little blooper straightaway center field. Closing in, Noisy makes the catch for the second out. Fires it quickly to home. Good throw from Noisy to keep everyone at their base. 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Gateman trailing by 5. That holds the runners at second and third. Drew Sims, a new batter.
The catcher, number 19, Drew Sims.
Beaver at third, McLean at second. Sims 1 for 3. Had his first hit of the night back in the second inning. First hit of the season since the second game of the season. Lifts this one on the first pitch he sees. It trickles into foul territory. Cavadas under it, makes the catch as he straddles the line. And that'll do it for the 8th. Gatemen leave 2 stranded, 2 in scoring position. Can't bring anybody across. No runs on a hit. 2 men left after 8. Gatemen trailing by 5. 6-1 the score as we head to the 9th. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
Gateman trailing by 5 as we head to the 9th inning. Will Fleming back on the bump. Try to keep it at just a 5-run deficit before the Gatemen come to bat in the bottom half, either looking to tie it or potentially win it. Bottom third coming up for the Harwich Mariners. Pat Winkle, Corey Acton, Hal Hughes, the three due up. Harwich leading 6-1. First pitch from Will Fleming. Waved at and missed, 0-1. Winkle tonight 1 for 3. 2 groundouts and a single sandwiched in between. That one came in the 4th inning. That 4th was the first time the Mariners got anybody across in this game. Since had never looked back. Fouled off. Quickly ahead 0-2 is Fleming. The Mariners have actually scored, coming into this game, outscored opponents 21-7 in the first 3 innings of their last 15 games. Not only did they not score in the first 3 innings of this game, Cole Stetzer, who started for Wareham, retired the first 9 he faced. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, strike 3. 3 pitches, 1 away. That strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 man out, nobody on base. Corey Acton, who was a strikeout victim 3 times tonight, will walk into center stage. Acton batting in the 8th hole. First pitch from Fleming. Fisted foul, 0-1. Acton only has 3 hits this season, one of them a home run against Orleans. So he has power, the 0-1. Waved at and missed, 0-2. Acton trying to avoid the golden sombrero. Hal Hughes in the on-deck circle. Nobody on base, 1 man out. 6-1 Harwich. Fleming deals out of the windup. Cut on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Will Fleming. A 4-strikeout night for Corey Acton. He heads back to the dugout to get fitted for the golden sombrero. Another strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area.
And Fleming has allowed just 2 hits in 3 2/3 innings.
First pitch to Hughes, blooped over the head of Darren Baker, and it drops into right center field for a hit, Gabe.
So 3 hits. Unfortunately, one of those was the solo home run from Cavadas.
Hughes in standing at first base with a 2-out single. Back to the top of the order with Dylan Noisy. Noisy 0 for 4, strikeout victim in the 7th inning. That ended the 7th. Before that, 3 flyouts. Throw back to first. Hughes back to the bag. Noisy, the center fielder, takes the first pitch low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. He's played a little bit at shortstop this season. He actually plays exceptional defense at shortstop. despite not playing the infield since high school. Tweaked his hamstring in the Big 12 tournament this year, missed some time. He was an all Big 12 second team selection. Laces one foul down the right side, 1-1. Played at Texas Tech this season. Batted .298 in 63 games, 26 extra base hits, 8 homers, 51 RBIs. Throw back to first, Hughes back to the bag. Hughes not really a threat to steal. The pitch rolled on the ground left side of the infield, scooped by the shortstop McLean. Makes a short toss to first in time to retire the side and keep a runner on base. No runs on a hit, 1 man left. Gateman come to bat, trailing by 5 in the bottom of the 9th inning. We'll be right back on the Gateman Baseball Network.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
Gateman trailing by 5 as we enter the bottom of the 9th inning, 6-1 against the Harwich Mariners. We're going to have a pitching change. Joe Boyle comes in to take the bump and try to close things out for Harwich in the bottom of the 9th inning. 9-1-2 in the Gateman order. Otsuka, Rudick, and Baker, the 3 due up. 4th different pitcher used tonight for Harwich. Joe Boyle looks to put the finishing touches on a season sweep. Harwich against Wareham. The Mariners coming into this game on a 2-game losing skid and sitting at the bottom of the Eastern Division at 12-15. 1 point back from Brewster for last place. The Gatemen, meanwhile, 3 points up on Cotuit for first place in the Western Division. They're on a 4-game win streak and trying not to get swept by the last place team in the East. But make no mistake, this is a talented Harwich team. Statistically the best pitching staff in the entire Cape League. First pitch on the inside corner, 0-1 to Otsuka. And they are a well-rounded team enough to represent the Eastern Division in the All-Star game more than any other team in that division. Fouled off, 0-2. 9 All-Stars on this Harwich team, despite the fact that they're in last place in their division. That's not only more All-Stars than any other team in the East, that's more All-Stars than any other team in the Cape. The Gatemen second with 8. The Gatemen leading the West with 8 All-Stars. Dallas Beaver, Jacob Teeter, Braden Ward, Ian Bedell. Those are 4 starters. And 4 reserves. Darren Baker, Benjamin Sims, Matt McLean, Trent Palmer. The 0-2 fouled off. Count holds at 0-2. Toru Otsuka's also had a very nice season. He just hasn't played often enough. He's been in a rotation with Matt Rudick and Mike Antico for the 4th outfield spot. But Otsuka with another multi-hit performance tonight. 2 singles. He's 2 for 3. The 0-2. Misses outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Otsuka came into this game with only 52 at-bats, but he was batting .326, and that batting average is only going to go up. 1-2 the count with nobody on base and nobody out. Gateman trailing by 5. Bottom of the 9th inning. Boyle sets at the letters, kicks, delivers, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Boyle retires Otsuka with a strikeout. First out of the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs remaining for the Gatemen. Last year, the Mariners went 18-24-2. They finished 3rd in the Eastern Division, swept by Chatham in the postseason. The Anglers, the team that the Gatemen faced and eventually swept in the championship series, pitch up and away, 1 ball, no strikes to Rudick. Gatemen steamrolled their way through the playoffs last year. First number 1 seed to win it all since the format changed in 2010. Pitch low and in, 2 balls and no strikes. First team to go on a 6-0 sweep of the playoffs since the format changed in 2010. And the Gatemen now on an 11-game win streak against Chatham, dating back to 2017. Pitch nips the outside corner, 2-1. Rudick 1 for 8 tonight. A ground out, a line out, a fly out, and a single. That one came in the 5th inning. Only hit of the 5th inning was left stranded. Nobody on, 1 man out. The pitch misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Rudick. The Mariners have a storied history. It's been almost 90 years since they've joined the Cape Cod League. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Some of the alumni that have come through the organization: Brandon Belt, Tim Lincecum, Carlos Pena, Josh Donaldson, Trey Mancini. A lot of current players. Payoff pitch upcoming. Here it is from Boyle. Foul tipped off the glove of Winkle. Count holds it 3-2. Well, if Harwich hangs on to win it, they'd make some noise at the bottom of the East Division. But Brewster took down Falmouth earlier today, 4-3. So that would just keep the margin at a point. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Joe Boyle, and the Gatemen are down to their final out. Chatham came into this game leading the Eastern Division, 15-11-2. YD second, 15-10-2. Then there's Orleans, who is 2 games above 500. Brewster, who's a game behind 500, and Harwich, who's 3 games under. Just trying to keep the gap narrow. Still a lot of baseball to be played this season. Ground ball back toward the center of the diamond. Hughes shuffling over to his left. The shortstop fires to first, but not in time to retire Baker. Second hit of the night for Darren Baker. And the Gatemen have life in the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 away. A 2-out single. Actually, that's going to go down as an error. So scratch the multi-hit night for Darren Baker. But he's in standing. Runner on first, 2 away. Jacob Teeter, the new batter. Gatemen trailing by 5. First pitch. Upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Boyle has thrown 14 pitches. Teeter looking to keep the train moving, the 1-0. On the outside corner, 1-1. Also looking for his first hit of the night. He's 0 for 3, reached base on a walk in the 1st inning. Since then, a line out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Pitch upstairs, two balls and 1 strike. Katua currently beating Bourne 5-0. The 2-1 on the outside corner. And the Gatemen are down to their final strike. Runner on first base. 2 away in the bottom of the 9th inning. Gatemen trailing by 5. Teeter in the box. Boyle on the mound. Deals from the first base side of the rubber. Kicks, delivers the pitch. Check swing, taken outside. And no check to the third base umpire. 3-2.
Well, the Harwich fans that are here down the third base line were really upset about that. Don't know what they were upset about.
The payoff from Boyle. Check swing taken down, ball 4. And there are 2 ducks on the pond for the Wareham Gatemen, with 2 away in the bottom of the 9th inning. This inning began with 2 consecutive strikeouts from Boyle. Since then, an error has prolonged the inning, and now a walk to bring up the all-star Dallas Beaver, who's 2 for 4. The Gatemen haven't scored since the 2nd inning, an inning where they posted 4 hits, but only brought home 1. Since then, they've had their opportunities, but haven't been able to capitalize. First pitch to Beaver. Upstairs, ball 1. Beaver with a double and a single to go along with a ground out and a strikeout. (6-1) Harwich. The pitch on the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to Beaver. A .366 batter with a homer and 11 RBIs coming into this game. 22 for his first 60. The starting catcher at the All-Star game. The 1-1. Up and in, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Beaver. 1 run on 9 hits tonight for Wareham. 6 runs on 10 hits for Harwich. The 2-1. Waved at and missed, and once again, the Gatemen down to their final strike. Boyle looking to put a cap on it. Takes a long look in, gets the sign from Winkle as catcher. Checks the runner at second, sets the letters. Deals the pitch. Cut on, foul tipped into the glove of Winkle, and that'll do it. 3 strikeouts in the 9th inning for Joe Boyle. Shuts the door and closes out a season sweep for Harwich. The Mariners and the Gatemen faced each other 4 times this season. The Mariners will leave the 2019 regular season 4-0 against the Wareham Gatemen. Final score from Spillane Field, 6-1. Harwich taking the victory. And that snaps a 4-game win streak for the Gatemen. Gatemen came in red hot on a 4-game win streak. Harwich Mariners a little bit cooler, sitting at the bottom of the East on a 2-game losing skid. Game of baseball, anything can happen on any given night. Tonight, Harwich was victorious. The win streak comes to an end for the Gatemen. 1 run on 9 hits tonight for Wareham. 6 runs on 10 hits tonight for Harwich. Okay, we're going to step aside. We're going to come right back and talk to you guys on the other side about what went down tonight. You don't want to miss it. Stick around on GBN.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil, another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Back here on the Gateman Baseball Network, breaking down a 6-1 loss to the Harwich Mariners. The Wareham Gatemen falling and ending their 4-game losing skid. Back along with you in the John Wild broadcast booth, Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovese over here, and he's going to scoot on over in just a second. Addison Van Patten's going to stand by with the player of the game tonight. And there was a little bit of offense tonight for the Wareham Gatemen, but they couldn't really string hits together, and that proved to be the difference. They managed 1 run in the second inning on 4 hits. 9 runs in total, but just not a lot of offense when it all was said and done.
Yeah, 9 hits in total, 4 in the second inning, but because Sems got caught stealing, that might have taken a run away from Wareham. Only 1 run in that second inning, and then just 1 hit in the 5th, 1 hit in the 6th. Did get 2 in the 7th, but left them both stranded. Got a hit in the 8th, no hits in the 9th. I mean, just so many runners left on base for Wareham, too, even though they couldn't get hits. Multiple hits in most of these innings. They left 2 on base in the 2nd, 2 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th. Just time after time, Wareham leaving runners on base and only 1 run across. The Harwich Mariners have been the kryptonite of Wareham.
And a bit surprising being the kryptonite of Wareham. There's a lot of storylines you could point to coming into this game and following this game. One of which is, well, the Harwich Mariners had only won 1 game when they hadn't scored the first run of the game coming into this game, and that changed tonight because the offense later in the game proved to be the difference, and toward the middle of the innings proved to be the difference.
Yeah, 4th and 5th innings, 3 runs in the 4th, 2 runs in the 5th, another late run in the 8th, and well, Harwich can thank Nico Cavadas, their all-star. I mean, my goodness, Nico Cavadas, 3 for 4 with 3 home runs, 2-run home run in the 4th, 2-run home run in the 5th, solo shot in the 8th. He now leads the Cape Cod Baseball League in home runs. I mean, without him, it's a 1-1 ball game. No one else really could do that much against Wareham. Pat Winkle had the RBI single. I mean, it was the Nico Cavadas show tonight.
It was the Nico Cavadas show, but we have to talk about the pitching tonight for Harwich because, I mean, the pitching as it's been all season was lockdown pitching, and we got a glimpse of why they're considered the best pitching staff in the league.
100%. Jacob Polish gets the win. He goes to 3-1. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits given up, 1 run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts for him, and then the bullpen does their job. Will Heflin, 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, scoreless. 1 inning, scoreless for Blake Espinal, and Joe Boyle comes in and pitches the 9th scoreless with 3 strikeouts.
And here's the thing. Wareham came into this game 3 points ahead of Cotuit for first place in the Western Division. They lost. Cotuit won. They're now 1 point ahead of Cotuit for first place in the Western Division. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, Addison Van Patten has your post-game interview with the player of the game. Stick around. You're watching GBN. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment.
(6-1) the final score. The Gatemen falling to the Harwich Mariners, snapping a 4-game losing skid. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten. Addison?
I'm here with the hitting and
but I thought we took good swings. You know, a guy hits 3 home runs. It's tough to match 3 home runs, and when that happens, you got to really string hits together. And with the arms they threw at us, it was tough tonight for us.
one thing that I feel is important is in the later innings of the game, who takes the leadership position and gets you through the game?
Yeah, I think Beaver does a good job. He's a mature player. He handles himself, and he has a pretty good pulse for the game. And then, of course, you know, a guy like Teeter is good in situations like that, and Sims, and they all kind of are mature in their own way. But I think Beaver's pretty much the guy that keeps the team together at this point.
As far as positivity in the bullpen, like that you said, Beaver, Jerry's known to ramble off little phrases that he yells back into the dugout of something motivational or something like that. Is there anything that he did like that in today's game?
If he did, I didn't hear it. I was focusing on some other things, but I'm sure he did, and I'm sure the players heard it.
One thing is we had left a lot of runners on base going into this game. Harwich said that their problem this year was they were leaving tons of runners on base, and that's something that they did not do tonight. What will the Gatemen come back with differently tomorrow?
Well, when you leave runners on base, it's only one hit away from clearing those bases. So I think that's the mentality that we take. It just takes one hit to clear those guys off, and it becomes contagious at that point. So we're not too worried about it. It's going to happen. We've done a really good job with runners in scoring position so far this season. So it might happen in 1 game or 2 games, but you don't stress about it at this point.
All right, thank you for chatting with me and sending it back to you guys.
All right, thanks so much, Addison. We're going to wrap things up here inside the broadcast booth. Not a happy final for the Wareham Gatemen. They fell 6-1 to the Harwich Mariners, snapping a 4-game win streak. That was their longest win streak of the season. They'll try to rebound at Brewster tomorrow, that game at 5 o'clock on the road. That starts a stretch for the Wareham Gatemen, where they have 3 of 4 of their next games on the road. Starts with Brewster tomorrow, a Sunday matchup, a Sunday afternoon matchup at 5 p.m. Make sure you tune in a half hour before, around 4:30 or so. We'll have all your coverage on GBN for the Gateman pregame show. All right, let's wrap things up. For Addison Van Patten and Ryan LeMay and Mary Chaplin and my broadcast partner, Gabe Genovese, I'm Jonah Carp saying so long. Thanks for watching.